lot about this virus since March, and we've ramped up our resources and guidance, in many cases based on what we've learned, to stop and slow the spread. We've seen a slight uptick upwards across a number of communities here in the Commonwealth, and our goal is to identify those communities through public health data, increased enforcement, and to help amplify awareness in those communities so that the residents and businesses in those communities can practice the vigilance that's required to help them deal with their outbreaks. To execute this mission today, we're announcing the creation of a COVID enforcement and intervention team. This team will be charged with two main tasks: ramping up enforcement in key communities and coordinating local intervention efforts at the local level in high-risk communities. Communities will be designated as higher-risk COVID-19 communities based on public health data that evaluates rising trends for metrics like new positive cases and the percentage of positive COVID tests. We'll also announce the higher-risk communities next week. We still have some homework to do in terms of reaching out to and engaging the communities that, based on the public health data, are going to fall into this higher risk category, and we want to make sure we have a chance to talk to them and to start beginning the process of integrating our efforts with theirs before we name names. The COVID enforcement and intervention team will take several steps to address the spread of COVID-19, working with our colleagues again, in many cases, in local government. First, on the statewide enforcement piece, MEMA and the Executive Office of Public Safety and Security will bring together multiple state agencies to coordinate our efforts. This will include local services, Division of Local Services, Department of Public Health, Labor Standards, the Alcoholic Beverages Control Commission, and the Massachusetts State Police. This team will coordinate an increased enforcement effort across the state to ensure businesses and residents are aware of and are following the COVID-19 orders. By authorizing state and local police to enforce these orders, we can not only increase the number of people who will be out there and able to enforce these measures, but also ensure that there are penalties for those who refuse to make the adjustments that so many other people in Massachusetts have made and continue to make. Secondly, the COVID-19 Command Center will identify higher risk communities that we can work with collaboratively to help them deal with their outbreaks. This will be different in every town, but it will include things like helping a town access additional federal relief funds if circumstances warrant it. It will also likely include significant assistance to ramp up enforcement with respect to businesses, face coverings, and gathering orders. High-risk COVID communities may also see restrictions or shutdowns for parks, playgrounds, businesses, or other entities or locations that are believed to be contributing to the spread in those communities. Next, the team will prepare several other resources for high-risk communities, including public messaging and local government support. The purpose of mobilizing these teams in towns that are designated as high-risk COVID-19 communities is to significantly enhance awareness with respect to what's going on in those communities and help people change their behavior. Residents and visitors need to know that COVID-19 is on the rise in those communities and need to have the tools working with us and with their local officials and local boards of health to act accordingly. Our goal is to help parents, families, individuals, and others make the smart decisions that they need to make with respect to their daily activities. For instance, parents everywhere should reconsider having big play dates, and parents in high-risk towns should really avoid spending time with other families, certainly large group gatherings. People should think twice about hosting or attending a gathering of any size, especially when they know the virus has flared up in their community. We hope that more information and a more visible presence with respect to enforcement will help people deal with the very real issues that their communities are facing together and help stop the spread.